Hello and welcome to GeForce. I'm Julian, this is Arthur, this is Simon, and we're going to talk about the Forge Arena. What is this game?
The Forge Arena is a tactical FPS aiming towards reinventing a new competitive game. So basically, the competitive game mode has two phases to it. The phase one, you drop into the arena and you fight to capture the orb. So whoever captures the orb, it's 1-0, the round resets, and it starts to be a phase two of the round, which is a search and destroy. And the search and destroy environment is a little bit more linear. The map is closed, besides like phase one, which is more of an open world with the trees and rocks.
This is a game you guys are designing from day one to be a competitive esports title. What do you think the key is to building a successful esports game?
It's important to get rid of every random thing. So no RNG at all. It's something that the competition aspect of the game needs to have.
I think it's very important that everything is balanced, from the map to the characteristics, how the environment is built on, and it's all about like what the community is expecting. And I think for a studio of our size, it's very important to listen to the community. So we're going to be actually esports ready.
Beyond just the design of the game itself, what are you guys also doing to expand, your esports audience and have more events?
So very close to September, we're going to start our esports circuit. So we're already been working on defining how our esports scene will look like. We're already looking at having our first show match at DreamHack Canada, which is going to be in the Olympic Stadium in September. So we're inviting the top 10 influencers from Twitch, and they're going to be fighting each other to win a prize pool of $50,000.
Nice. The game mode, I think, is interesting how you have it split into two phases, but how does having to think through two phases affect the weapons you choose, the strategies you take when you play the game?
Yeah, so this is something important about the Forge Arena. We don't have classes, but depending of which weapon and which attachment you put on your weapon, you're gonna need to play differently. And when you switch into the phase two, it's completely different. So you're gonna need to change the weapon you use, you're gonna need to change the attachment to adapt yourself to the second phase. So
you adapt your strategy as the game develops, and when you get killed and you had, let's say, an M4 that you paid for it, you're actually gonna keep the item when you respawn in the next phase. So the economy is a little bit adjusted and different.
Yeah, that impacts the economy a lot.
Yeah.
If you're not interested in like the 5-on-5 play, I understand you guys are going to have more game modes too, right?
yeah, we just started to work on the casual game mode. So something that you can play with friends, more easy to have fun with because it's more accessible. So this is the main focus.
And we've been planning like doing seasonal events and arcade modes. So it's not going to be just like one casual game mode. It's going to be through the events like winter, Halloween, stuff like that.
Awesome. So if you guys are interested in a competitive shooter, check out the Forge Arena. Guys, thanks so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having us, guys.
So stay tuned here on GeForce. We'll have plenty more coverage here from E3, and we'll see you here next time on GeForce.